back to my channel. It is Ariana here. You already know. As you can tell by the title, I'm gonna be doing a story time on the time I was in a cult. Yes, a cult. Sit down, grab your pickles, and grab your big jug of V8 splash because it's about to get real. All right, I'm just gonna go ahead and get on with the video and start from the beginning. How did I join this cult, you may ask? Okay, so it all started November 26th. I got a DM from, I'm not gonna use any names. I got a DM asking if I was interested in additional income. Who isn't gonna be interested in additional income? Would you say no? No. So I was like, of course, yeah. And at the time, I didn't know if you say yes, they're automatically gonna like want you. But if you like ask, oh, what is it? They're just gonna like say, oh no, we don't want you. We just want people who say yes. And I didn't know that at the time because obviously I wasn't in it. So I was like, yeah. So the person who DM'd me was like, well, I'll give you a phone call. Just send me your number. I'll have you talk to my, like, let's just say team lead, even though they weren't. It was just above her one. And I have a phone call. You can have a meeting. She'll tell you more about it. I was like, all right, cool. Let's do that. So we end up having the phone call. She tells me more about it. I'm like, okay, this seems pretty cool. Like, more money. And, you know, but just by selling items, I was like, easy, I can do that, right? So I go to this meeting. We meet at a coffee shop here downtown, and she's really sweet, really nice. She shows me a little PowerPoint she has on her phone about how it all works. I didn't know the business name. She didn't tell me it. I guess that's something they do because I'll get onto it later in the video. So she introduces it to me, and I'm like, yeah, I'd be interested in another meeting. She's like, okay, I'll have you meet up with my, let's say, team lead. So there's the recruiter who brought me in, her, and then another girl, right? So I'm like, all right, cool. And I end up meeting with this third person following week at, I believe, I want to say like 45 minutes from here because I live not here. And so we met, and she told me more about it. She told me the name, but one thing she said, and I should have like listened to the sign. I don't know. One thing she said was, all right, you can't tell anyone about this. And right there, didn't know. And she was like, you can't tell your parents, you can't tell your friends. And so at first I was kind of like, okay, I'm gonna have to tell my mom though, but I didn't tell her that. I just said it in my head. And she was like, all right, so you're like in this, like you want to do it? And I was like, yeah, I want to do this. She's like, okay, so I reserved a spot for you for this place in Dallas, Texas. It's gonna be a little rally with, I'm not gonna say the names, blank and blank. And there's gonna be over like 300 people there. It's gonna be big, dressed in like country clothes, you know, no leggings, nothing. And I was like, all right, that's cool. She's like, yeah, it's $20. You can cash out me the money. So I was like, all right. So I did it then and there. Didn't even think about it. I was just like, yeah, let's do it. And I get home, and my mom was like, oh, I didn't know you were coming home today. I was like, yeah, I was at a meeting. She was like, a meeting? And I was like, yeah, I'm doing this business thing. She's like, and like, I had to tell her something, you know, I'm not gonna lie. So I told her this business thing. So she started getting more curious, and I was like, yeah, I'm going to Dallas tomorrow too. She's like, what? You are? And then my dad was like, what? And they were just, you know, asking a whole bunch of questions. And so obviously I had to tell them. And my mom was like, all right, yeah, you do what you want to do. She did similar something like this, but she said it didn't work out. She never made money. She was just helping the other people make money. And I didn't know that's what this was. I wasn't gonna make any money, and I didn't know that. So I went to the rally. Let's go back a little bit. I was like, okay, I guess you're right, you know? Like, maybe I don't want to do this. So I end up calling that third person and telling her, I texted her that I didn't want to do it anymore. Like, can I just have the $20 refund? Thank you so much for your time though. It was a pleasure, blah, 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 you know, condone niceness. So she ended up calling me. I'm like, oh my goodness. I told my mom, she's calling me. She's like, what? And I had to answer, like, hello? And she's like, hey, are you sure? And she started talking me into this. She was like, if you don't like it, I'll give you $20 refund. I was like, okay, I guess I'll go. And my mom, she looked at me like, and I was just like, I don't know. And so I ended up going the next following day. It was a long drive. I had that person, the first person, drive, and we got back around like 2 o'clock in the morning. It was really late. The rally was kind of fun. I did learn a lot, like, you know, that's pretty cool. But one thing I won't forget at the rally was they did like award things for people who've been in it for like a long time, and they would say how much money they made. So it was like, I'm blah blah blah, I'm on the blank team and I make $2,000 a month, or like $500 a month. And then you would hear like whoever's on that team like chant like, this isn't real chant, I'm just gonna like make something up. It's like Psi Kappa Psi, and they all say it together, but it wasn't like anything you've ever heard of. It was like, what did I just hear? And I looked to the left and the right, and people are just like looking, they're just staring off, and I'm kind of like, what? I feel like the Audi there, because I'm like, I have no idea what's happening. These people are so into it. I'm like, whoa. I did learn a lot though. Like, you'll start being happier when you stop caring about what other people think, and you know, that's good. But it was just kind of weird. And so I was like, okay, let's just see how this works. So I start going to more meetings with this third person, meeting at her at like different restaurants and everything. And we start talking about like, all right, it's gonna cost this much. The price, I think it was like $230 just to start. And I was like, I don't have that money. I quit my job because like I didn't like it, and I'm in college, I'm broke. How am I gonna afford this? So she was like, I'll give you some time, you know, about a month or so, you want to start? And I was like, yeah, that's fine, you know. So she's like, okay, so let's just start making a list of your contacts and contacting them. And I was like, oh, okay. So we start making it. I start asking, are you interested in making additional income? I feel like a salesperson, I don't really like it. I don't want to seem pushy or anything. Basically, who you recruit in, you're making money off of them, but they have to start making money, if that makes sense. You get a percentage of what they're making. So basically that's what she was doing. She was making money off of me, this first person, everyone under her. She had a whole bunch of people. She was making money off of all of them. And so I was like, okay. So I contacted my friends. My friends were like, yeah, that's so cool. You know, I see my interest. I was like, cool. So I got some of them into it, and they talked on the phone with her. Some of them were really excited about it. Some of them, I texted them, they like ignored me because like, it seems like a scam. If you get, are you interested in making additional income? Obviously. So after that, just continued the daily routine. The last meeting, it wasn't actually the last meeting, but I didn't know it was gonna be the last meeting. So we meet up for like, I think this is the 7th time. She needs you to spend like 5 to 15 hours with her each week, you know. That's all kind of a lot. It's like a job. So I meet up with her. She's like, all right, so we've been doing this, why don't we contact some more? And she was like, I shared a Google Docs with her of a whole bunch of names, and they were all red. I put them all red because like I didn't want to ask some of them, or some of them like just said no. So I was like, well, how are you asking? And I was like, the way, like, you know, you said, are you interested in making additional income? She's like, well, don't say that to acquaintances. Well, I didn't know that, sorry. So she taught me how, and I did then and there. And so she was like, all right, so now I have a question for you. There's just gonna be this big convention with thousands, not 200, 300, thousands of other people in this business. And it's gonna be in, I think it was like Utah. It was out of state, not here or anywhere. She's like, so the hotel's gonna be like $100 something, bus fee's gonna be 200 something, the ticket is 100, you're gonna need money for food, and you still need to, before you do this, you gotta join the business, because I still haven't put my $200 down payment. So it came out to a total of like $580 something. She's like, all right, so here's a plan of how to come up with it. So, she's like, we can do a bake sale. First off, I don't like bake sales, but I was just like, yeah, like, you know, going along with it. She's like, you can ask your dad for money. Okay. I'm not gonna ask my dad for money for this. For college, I mean, yeah, but really, I don't know. And, then she was like, do you have any electronics? I was like, yeah, my phone, my DS. She's like, your DS, do you use it? I was like, not really. She's like, okay, we can sell that. She wrote it down. Oh no, I'm not selling my DS. I was like, yeah, okay. And she's like, you can work. So I told her about my, a family restaurant that I used to work at. She said, you think you can start working there again? And I was like, yeah. She's like, all right, so you're gonna like have to do this, because it was like a month till I had to raise $500 something. And she wrote everything down, gave it to me. We set it up, met with another person there as well, who's higher than this third person. So there's a fourth one. She's like, yeah. So she told me her story. Pretty cool. Her sister's in it. It's a whole thing. They've been doing it for 5+ years. They make, I'm not sure how much money they make. It's not like a lot, but you invest a whole bunch of money. You put so much money to go to these conventions, these meetings, everything. And I mean, yeah, like maybe it'll be worth it if you can recruit people in. I didn't feel like I could recruit people in. It was gonna be a huge loss for me. It wasn't gonna do me any good. So that was like one thing. And also, if you want to retire early, you do this. Yeah, that seems like pretty cool, but I didn't really want to retire early. So it comes to the point where I'm like, okay, you know, cool. My mom, she comes picks me up from where I am, and I tell her about it. I'm like, this is kind of like, I don't know if I want to do this, you know. She's like, yeah, I told you, you know. So I was like, yeah. So I texted her, I believe the next day, telling her a long paragraph, like, I know you have questions, but I can't talk right now, but thank you for your time, right? Long paragraph. She's like, yeah, I'd love to chat. Will you be free on this time? I was like, yeah. So she tries calling me, don't answer. She leaves me a voicemail, and I just never get to the point. I just never like had the time to call her back or anything. She doesn't stop bugging me about it. It's like she wants me to stay in so she can make money. You know what I mean? Like, I felt like once I was in, there was no going out. It was so hard to get out that first time that I told you about. Like, I tried getting out. She pulled me back in. I stayed in for about another month. I tried coming back out. She just kept coming at me. And one thing was, she was like, don't ever chase after them if they don't want to stay in, you know? Don't push them. But yet she was doing that to me. You know what I mean? And it really didn't make any sense. So I finally got out of it. I have one friend, I believe, who is like, I think that they're gonna have a meeting with her, but I quit before that, so I don't know how they're doing with it. Wish them the best of luck, but it was kind of weird. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It just wasn't your average like business or job per se. All the people there were like, yeah, I take this like business more seriously than my job. And they were like dental assistants, or, you know, and it's like they put more time and effort into this business and money and everything than they do their actual job. I mean, yeah, props to them, but like, I don't know, like, can't be having 2 jobs, can't be doing that like full time, you know, and like discrediting what I went to college for. Like, I don't know. But that's the time I joined a cult for a month. Never again. If you ever get those texts, you want to make additional income, don't do it. Get a real job. Yeah, you may want to retire early. That's a 50-50 chance. You're not guaranteed to. Not everybody's success is in that business that I was in. I'm not going to say the name of it because confidential. They don't want you to say it, which I thought was also fishy. Cults are like, you know, low key. That's what it was. I looked up on Google this rally, the rally I was going to, that was for $20. Couldn't find it anywhere. Everything is like a ghost. It's like low. You say chance, you... Yeah, well, thank you so much for watching this story time. Comment below where you came from if you're a new watcher. If you subscribed, if you're a new subscriber, comment down below how you came to my channel. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Watch my vlogs. They are great. I just uploaded a recap of college. I liked it. It's really good. My vlogs are funny. Comment down below what other videos I want to see. I have challenges I do plan on doing with my sister. Just haven't gotten to it. And I will, hopefully, cross my fingers, be having DCP videos, vlogs up, you know, within 5 months, you know, or maybe like 2 weeks from now, a DCP sit down. I don't know. Well, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this story time, and I will see y'all next time. Goodbye.